Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing VulnCMS 1 from VulnHub. This is box server about solid easy. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so we'll start by opening our terminals here. I already have them split, so I'm going to start now. Discover my SR 10.0.0.1/24/IAT0. We do get the IP of the box 10.0.0.39, so I'm going to run an Nmap scan here. So I'll do Nmap minus SC for default scripts minus SV for enumeration. And we'll scan out ports on the IP. I already did run an Nmap scan, so I'm just going to cat output.txt. We do have port 22 open for SSH, port 80 open for HTTP, port 5000 open for HTTP, which is running WordPress 5.7.2, port 881, which is running Joomla, and we have port 9001, which is also running Drupal 7, right? Just from experience, I do know that Drupal 7 is the one that is vulnerable just because of Drupal 7, right? I have exploited machines that have contained Drupal 7. So I'm just going to search this up, right? So I'm going to copy the IP. We did know that the IP was 10.0.0.39. So I'm going to visit on this on port 9001. And this seems like we do Drupal, right? So I'm just going to log in default creds, admin. And doesn't seem like we do get a recognized username or password, right? Just to enumerate the CMS, I'm going to use a tool called DrupScan. So DrupScan does seem like we can use scan and we can use Drupal. We'll do -u for HTTP and the IP. We do know this is running port 9001. So all basically DrupScan is doing is going to the changelog.txt and try to get make a request to changelog.txt and get the version, right? So you do see that the version is 7.54. If we do open the changelog.txt, you do see that DrupScan got it from the changelog, which is 7.54, and does show 7.54, right? So we can just copy this. We'll search up we'll just search up exploit Drupal CVE 7.54. We'll search up GitHub. So we'll just copy this and try to git clone this. So I'm just going to copy that. We'll git clone this to our repository. Alright, git clone. Git clone that. So we'll cd into CV, clear this. I'm going to do chmod +x on Drupal 600.py. We'll just copy this. We'll do Python 3, paste that in there. So here we can follow the target IP. So we'll just do HTTP 10.0.0.39, which is running on port 9001. We'll do -c for the command. We'll specify in quotation marks. We'll do ID. And it does seem like we are www, right? So now I'm going to go to payload all the things, and we'll just go to rev shell. We'll do Control F and search up for bash and try to URL encode this, or not URL encode it, but base 64 of this, right? So I'm just gonna get out here. I'm just gonna echo this. I'll pipe this out to base 64. I'm gonna change this to port 4444. We'll do port 669, right? Or my IP for 10.0.69 and my port on 4444, right? So we do know that this was encoded. So for here, we'll just do Control-Shift-Z. For the command, we'll try to echo this out. So we'll just echo this out, and we'll do Control-Shift-V on that. We'll pipe this out to base 64 -d, and we'll also pipe this out to bash, right? So start our listener. So we'll do all rep netcat -lmvp on 9001 or on 4444. We can press it on this, and you do see that we do get a shell, right? So next thing we're going to be exploiting is actually trying to get creds from the MySQL database. Before this happening, we actually do need to spawn a TTY shell, right? So we can get a proper terminal, right? So we just search up TTY shell. Put this in here. We'll run this in bin bash and Python 3, right? So now we do have a proper TTY, right? So we can actually access that MySQL database. So we are under Drupal, I believe. yeah, www HTML Drupal. So we can go under sites. Play this. We'll go into default. Let's try to cat our settings, because this is where the settings is the creds are for the MySQL. This is where they are stored. So we'll grab -i for pass, and we'll do the same thing for user, right? Let's see. So we do have a pass here for password, which is pass, and here's the password. So I'm just gonna we'll cd back. We'll vi into, I'm gonna create a passwords list. So we'll do passwords.txt. We'll paste those in there. It does seem like we do have those, right? Let's do Alice -Ali on home. I'm also going to do the same thing for users, so we'll just right click on this. We'll vi into users.txt. I'm making the passwords.txt and also the users.txt, so I can actually brute force these users with the, see if it's a password. Since we do have a lot of CMSs, there's different databases for each one. So I do want to run a, see if there's a password reuse on each one, right? So I'm just going to copy all the users that we could possibly log into. So we do have Elliot, Ghost, and Tyrell. So I'm gonna right quit out of this, and we do have users.txt, right? So next, let's go into WordPress. So we do know that this is going to be under WP config, so we'll cat this out. We'll do the same thing as other ones. We'll grab -i. We do have a password, and also let's get the user. And we do have the password, right? So we'll just paste this into passwords. So we did go to Drupal, WordPress, I believe it was. Yeah, we just went to WordPress. Let's go to Joomla now. So we're gonna start from the bottom and go from the top. So from here we'll go to sites, or this was not under sites. That's for Drupal. So we'll go to configuration.php. I believe this is where the creds are. Well, yeah, we do have them. Then we'll have user. So now we do have those, right? So let's try to do MySQL and try to actually get a log into the database and see if we can look under the users table, right? Let's see if there's any creds under there. It does seem like we do get a log successful, right? So we'll just show databases. We'll switch into Joomla DB, so we'll use Joomla DB. We'll show the tables. So we do have users here, so I'm just going to select, we'll select star from users. Let's see where this is separated by. So it does seem like we do get a password here. We also do get a hash. So we'll just copy this, put this into our passwords.txt. And see if we can run a brute force scan on this, right? So we'll do Control-Shift-C on here. So we'll do Hydra -L, capital, since we're going to be using a .txt. We'll do -p, which can be passwords.txt. We'll do SSH 10.0.0.39 on port 22. We'll do -i so we don't restore the session. We'll do -v for verbose. Doing this, does seem like we do get a password for Elliot. So we'll try to SSH. I believe SSH is open. We'll just do like a netcat -nv on 10.0.0.39 port 22. Port 22 is open. So I'll just echo that out. So we do SSH Elliot at 10.0.039 for this password, and we do get log success, right? So I'll try to cd back. It does seem like we are in a restricted shell, so if we can run Python, so you can run Python 3 on here. This seems like we can run Python 3, so we'll do import OS. I'll do os.system. We'll run like a bin/bash on here, so we can get out this restricted shell. We do pwd, we're under Elliot, we can cd back now, and we are out of this restricted shell, right? Let's check our IDs, and here's our user.txt. So next thing we're going to be doing is running LinPEAS. Since there's a lot of enumeration in this, I'm not going to manually search through this, so we'll try to get LinPEAS on this over here, right? So we'll go into our documents. We'll cd into privileged escalation. We'll go into LinPEAS. Yeah, we'll get LinPEAS on here. Let's try to get the we'll SFTP into 10.0.039. Do we have the password? Yeah, we do have the password copied. It doesn't let me SFTP into this. Okay, so it's not gonna let me SFTP into this to transfer the file. So I'm just going to actually, or did I copy the right name? Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, so we're just gonna start Python server here. So we'll do Python 3 mysm http.server on 8080. Let's try to get our linpeace.sh. So we'll just get this http. We'll go under /temp instead. We'll get this. We'll 10.0.039 or 69. Import 8080, and we'll get our linpeace.sh. We do get a GET request from our server. So we'll do chmod +x. We'll turn this into executable. Let me make a directory. So we'll do mkdir for priv. We'll copy the linPEAS to did I make the, yeah, I did make the directory. linPEAS to priv. We'll cd into priv. I already did turn this into executable. We'll output this to an output.txt. So now we're just going to let this run and see if we can actually get creds, right? Okay, so linPEAS is now finished. We'll do ls-la. Let's see, so we do have linPEAS. So let's try to cat out the, so we'll just cat output.txt. We'll grab, we'll try to grab -i for, we'll just say passwords. Or maybe pass. So usually I like checking for, if we check the users from home, you do see that we have a user as ghost. So I'm just going to grep this out and try to grep out for like a user as ghost. Let's see if we do get any passwords. We also did have a user as Tyrell. And it does show that we have a Tyrell pass, which is the password, and we do get a password for Tyrell, right? So we'll switch users to Tyrell. And it seems like we do have a password for him now, so we'll cd. Let's check our IDs. Let's run sudo -l since we do have a password now. It does seem like we can run journal ctl. So we'll just do sudo -u. We'll do root for the user, how we're going to execute this. This is going to execute as root. We'll run a bin/bash under here. We check our pwd. We'll go into root ls, and we can count our root.txt, right? Well, guys, that's pretty much the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.